will he do next?
Whatever the fuck I want.
Alright, welcome everybody to my newest video that took me several months to make because I have no consistent work schedule, Tony Hawk's Underground 2, which I am really excited to actually cover this game because it was really enjoyable playing it again. I forgot how fun it was even though I played Thug Pro. Man, yeah, no, I genuinely just forget how good games are sometimes. Even if I know they're good, I will forget how good they are until I like replay them. Anyways, onto the intro. Okay, so it's 2004. They're going to release the yearly entry for the Tony Hawk series. They call it Tony Hawk's Underground 2. When in reality, this game should be called Viva La Bam World Destruction Tour, because if anything, this is a Viva La Bam video game that just has Tony Hawk in it. I seriously don't understand why this was like a actual like numbered sequel to Underground. Because after binging the entirety of Jackass Viva La Bam CKY, this is just a like scrapped Viva La Bam special. This feels like something that I would see as like a season finale or something. Or the fact that they just had this idea for the show, couldn't do it because of budget reasons. Because it's a whole world tour of destroying shit. And it's like, this sounds like a Viva La Bam plot line instead of like an actual like Tony Hawk game. Because you do, while it is connected to Underground 1, as in you play as the same custom skater, in reality, you're just a cameo appearance in a Viva La Bam episode. And it's just like, what? So, yeah, that's something I just wanted to say before we actually get into reviewing the story and levels and all that. So with Underground 2 basically being on the same engine as Underground 1, the creation suite's pretty much exactly the same, except they removed Creative Board, or Creative Deck, and they added Creative Emblem logo. I forgot what name it was. It's either Emblem or Logo. Basically, what this is, it can be a sticker, it can be a spray paint, like your spray paint tag, and it can be your board, like on your board or on shirts and stuff like that, which I would say is a pretty cool feature, but I didn't use it at all during this playthrough because it's something I'm not really like good at making anything in. So I just used the default stuff. But Creative Skater, actually, I like the items in this game more than Underground 1, at least the clothing items, because I feel like they have a lot more like unique style to them, whereas Underground 1 sort of had just the basic shirt options you would need for a skating video game, rather than this one having like layered tees, basketball jerseys with short sleeves or long sleeves. Because honestly, it's really cool. It's the funniest thing to me in this game is that it's stylized versus Underground 1's like more realistic approach. But in this game, some of the characters actually look more like their real life counterparts than like how they did in Underground 1, especially Bam Margera. Bro's like a beanie, like brimmed beanie, made his head look so weird in that game. And then in the American Wasteland, when he gets a way higher res model, they actually model it properly in that game. Anyways, back to Underground 2. Graphics look amazing. Well, amazing for the time. It's just stylized realism, pretty much. Especially on these consoles, it looks great. And so, anyways.
You ever think the last word you're gonna hear would be? Hello, butt nuggets.
Real funny, guys.
What's happening, fellas? In case you're wondering why Bam and I invited you here tonight, let us enlighten you.
World Destruction Tour. Around the world sick as hell skating competition that Tony and I threw together and you, Jagoffs, are gonna compete in.
Right.
We're splitting into two teams. I'll be the captain of one team.
And the captain of my team will be... Oh, Phil.
Damn it, Bam! The tire jacks ran right up my...
We're going global, baby. Racking up points for some balls to the wall skating.
And some ridiculous stunts and challenges.
Like that. 50 points if you get someone to hose their pants.
Come on, that's sweat.
Woo! And 20 bonus points if you think there's luggage in the trunk.
I just had a fruit salad, all right?
There's gonna be no cameras, no press, and no crazed fans. Just us embarking on a round-the-world party.
Yeah.
Oh, and one more thing. The losing team pays for the entire trip.
Booyah!
Bitches.
You better take your broke ass to the bank.
So if everyone's down with the program, I say it's choosing time. Mike V, you're with me.
Good choice, bro.
Only 2 left. You gotta pick one.
Do I want the noob? Or do I want Paulie, Wheels of Fury Ryan, the 10-year-old skating madman? No more grinding on wood chippers, huh, Paulie?
That's right, baby.
Come on, Bam, make up your mind.
What's there to decide?
Are you serious? You can't decide between me and a kid in a body cast?
You want some of me? Bring it on, bitch!
I like that. He's fired up. This kid's got game. I take Paulie.
You're number 1!
Come on, kid. These guys suck. You're with me.
Ladies, let the first annual World Destruction Tour begin!
So let's get on to the levels. Okay, so starting off, first level is actually mostly a remake of Warehouse from THPS1. And it's a training level, so it's like Underground 1, you did get a tutorial with it, but it was more so teaching you how to just get on and off your board, whereas this level, it's a full-on tutorial, like teaching you every mechanic, how to ollie and all that stuff. It teaches you every mechanic of this game, which I find pretty interesting, which I never did this. I always skipped it, which actually sort of made me forget that in this level, there's actually an entire second area as you progress through the tutorial, and I completely forgot that fucking existed because I never played this. I never played this level. I would always skip over to the next level. But yeah, you just walk around, basically just do tutorial stuff. You have the Warehouse remake and then an original area, and you can go between those two. And that's about it. So on to the next level, Boston. Which this level is actually really fun. This is a really good first level, especially for like the. I mean, technically training's the first level, but that only has like 1/2 an original area, and then the other half is just Warehouse. But Boston's a really good starting level in my opinion because it's compact. You can pretty much see everything where you're going, and the challenges are really fun. Actually, whenever I replay this game, I try to make it a challenge for myself to just do all the goals in like one run. And Boston, in my opinion, is like one of the easiest to do it. Obviously, it being the first level, so all the challenges would be less challenging than later on. But it's really easy to just go through this level and just do a bunch of like challenges in one go. And not only that, this game also has some characters that you can find throughout the level, like Jesse James, I think it is, and Ben Franklin, which are the special guests in the Secret Skater of which each level has those, and I'll be sure to mention them whenever they come up. But I don't play as them anyway, because if you Jesse James, like the special guest characters, are the only ones you need to play as to do their challenges, because most of the time they have a unique vehicle. But with Ben Franklin or the Secret Skaters, any skater actually, you can just do it as your custom skater, which I always do. But yeah, that's about it. I mean, like the unique thing about this is that you can light up your board and grind on some cannons to shoot down some scaffolding, and then whenever you do one of Jesse James's challenges, there's a RV, like not an RV, but a truck with a half pipe in it. The only problem, or quarter pipe, but the only problem with this is the physics engine for this game can't really deal with that, especially when it turns. So it's pretty much useless to use as a practical tricking area. But everything else in the level is perfectly fine, and there's even some secrets, like there's a Star Wars kid reference in one of the windows, and like the area right next to the billboard you spray paint. I almost forgot. Every level has a spray paint billboard that plays a cutscene whenever you spray it. And this, I don't really know what to say. It's pretty much the same cutscene every time. It's, the only one I know that has a difference is like Skatopia, and that's about it. And anyways, after this cutscene,
Thug is filmed before a live studio audience.
Donna, your rack is wicked awesome.
Stop it! You're retarded.
No, you are.
Oh! Nice catch, dumbass. Yes, I'm just doing that chick a favor.
You're retarded.
Yo, check it out. The first stage of the competition is over, and leading by 50 points is my team.
Yeah!
Right.
Holy crap, it's
Oh
Polly.
yeah, look out! Pooper going through! Please use your hands inside the porta potty while you take a drink, bitch!
Man, that was awesome.
Oh, man, look at that.
Give me that pad. Launch a local. That's 100 points, slackers, and that's a win for us. Which also means it's time for you losers to face the Wheel of Loogies. Phil, why don't you do the honors, fat boy?
Okay. Cut one loose.
Ouch. That means one of us is going home.
Tony's team, circle up around me and let's see who's getting the boot. If I could leave our soon-to-be departed skater with just one final word, it would be fire in the hole!
That sucks.
Bing!
Later, Bergquist. Everybody else, let's hit it. We're heading to Spain.
Yeah, I'm driving.
we're on to Spain.
Welcome to
I almost forgot
Spain.
that.
Here's the skinny.
Well, Bergquist got eliminated, which honestly,
I suggest starting off with a team of
this game really disappoints because you have the Wheel of Loogies and then you have Team Hawk and Team Bam, which if they were given more than a year on this game, because this was when Tony Hawk was a yearly franchise, I feel like they could have actually made like 2 story routes because this game is really short, especially if you're just doing a fun run, doing like all the challenges in one go and stuff like that. You could legitimately like not speedrunning beat this probably within a day if you tried. But like it feels so underwhelming with stuff like this because Burnquest is literally the only one that gets eliminated properly, and then the rest of them get picked off as you go on in the story. But I like Spain or Barcelona. I said Spain, but it's Barcelona specifically. I like this level a lot because whereas Boston was way more street focused, Barcelona has a lot of verticality. Like it is really adamant about going like on top of roofs and stuff. I mean, there's even a catapult that you can. There's like 2 catapults you can launch off of in this level. And not only that, there's like this one area, which is a challenge actually, where you can grind from the top of like an awning and then like spiral down onto the regular street. And not to mention, actually this is a good transition, the special guest is Steve-O, and how you get to him is that you go up, break a window in one of the buildings, and you find him. And then which is the same building, also has the spray paint billboard. And the special guest of this level is a bullfight. I forgot. Matador, I think, is what they're called. I forgot. But that's the special guest of this level, which actually, to get him, you have to trigger the level destruction, which I find is a pretty good implementation of it. Versus, like, Boston and some of the other levels where you can't really... It's really optional if you do it, whereas Spain, it sort of forces you to do it, but... It's good implementation, but also not at the same time that I think about it. But yeah, all you really do here is like it's a lot of grinding challenges actually. Grinding and air challenges are the focus of this level. And then after you get all of that done, the Wheel of Loogies is spun. And you get switched over to the BAM's you and Eric switch, considering you're the two newest pros on the teams. So both of you get switched. Eric goes to Team Hawk, and you go to Team BAM. And then we're on to Berlin. Okay, so on to Berlin. With this one, you don't get to choose a pro. You just get BAM by default. The special guest is Polly, and the secret skater is just a spray paint tagger, which his only use is... Actually, yeah. No, this one is one of the few, guest skaters, or, secret skaters, whatever they're called in this game, is the only one that actually is challenge-specific, as far as I know, because he's the only one who can do the spray painting the mural in the church challenge. Other than that, you can just play as your custom skater on this, because all Polly unlocks is it unlocks part of the team stunt, but also it's just like a line challenge, which... Actually, Berlin, if you want to challenge yourself, you can do, I'm pretty sure you can do the line challenges all at once. And BAM's line, the pro line challenge actually leads to the Berlin gets own challenge, which is just lipping the lights and getting the letters knocked down. But, also, important thing, if you're playing this for the first time, this is the level that teaches you how to do the not spin. You can do it by default, but it's just right trigger with the grind button. And it's right trigger with the grind button, because that will actually be needed in Australia. Which, speaking of, after completing all the challenges, cutscene plays.
Hey guys, check me out. I'm going big. Whoa! Oh, schnell!
Dude, you suck anymore. Yo, it's kind of ironic, man. Him nailing a wiener cart. Get it? What an idiot.
Well, he's not our problem anymore. The Hockaloogie hit rookie swap again, and we got our old teammate back.
Hey, what up, man? Good to have you back.
Mates, Nigel Beaverhausen, writer, producer, director. Today, I'm here to chat you up about skateboarding. When I made my first skate video, Crackers and Grape Splitters 7, the kids went nuts for it. Nobody did. The contest you blokes are doing is tubular, mega righteous. Dudes, I'm talking rad to the Mizax. Cuckoo. That is why I must capture it on video for you. It'll be huge, worldwide. And with a name like Nigel Beaverhausen, you can't go wrong. So, homies, what do you say? You gotta follow it.
I guess he got his answer, huh?
Hey, yo, if Australia's our next stop, is this Bangkok on the way?
Okay, cutscene over. And guess who gets introduced? This absolute fucknut, Nigel Beaverhausen. And with that, we're on to Australia. A lot of the levels in this game are verticality based, especially Berlin and Spain. Those ones really focus on how high you can get up in the level. It's not even funny because, Spain, you have the big spine transfers, where with Berlin, it's like how high you can lip and grind versus I can't really use warehouse or training as an example because that's just warehouse. Boston is very street based though, which I imagine is inspired by the location it's based on. Then on to Australia. This level basically contradicts my point about verticality because most of this is actually street based as well. Though you do have a few fucking massive jumps next to the billboard and stuff, which some challenges actually do incorporate. But this one's mostly street focused. And you choose a pro. Special guest or the secret skater is a stereotype, and the special guest is a fucking shrimp vendor of all things. So the stereotype and the is the fucking character you need to use the not a spin to unlock. So you go on that fire hydrant, and then you go on the fire hydrant, not a spin, triggers the level destruction. You go into where that wall is destroyed, and then boom, you find him. which, man, the level of destruction is very underutilized in this fucking game. It's not even funny. Like, half of the time it's just a half pipe. This one, it doesn't even fucking do anything. It just changes the level slightly. And then after you complete all the challenges, guess who shows up again? Nigel fucking Beaverhausen. Turns out Phil added up some points wrong, and we're going to figure out how to prank this guy as an equalizer. Eric shows up saying, I just stole his clothes, and Bam just gives Team Hawk the win by giving you the costume and letting you just annoy people. Again, tell me how this isn't just Viva La Bam the game. But then, yeah, you annoy construction workers, you annoy beachgoers, and then cutscene plays.
What is the bloody noise? Nigel Beaverhausen is trying to create... Can I help you? Help me! Help!
Awesome! Way to take care of that tool.
And now you get to roll with us to New Orleans. Mardi Gras, baby.
What about me?
Oh,
No, this can't be it. This can't be it. Come on, give me another chance. Guys! I don't have a ticket home!
Eric gets sent home in somebody's ass. And then we move on to Nylons. This level's fun from a gameplay perspective, but in like career mode, it's, for me at least, it's kind of like tiring trying to find all the challenges and stuff. Because I mean, they hide the arcade machine in one of the like burnt down buildings, and then for the spat tags, I can't even find them usually on my first go around because it's just spread out everywhere. I will give them credit though; it makes it more challenging, which is good. I'm just stupid. But this level is actually pretty fun in terms of like destruction and all that. This is the one level where like the actual destruction thing changes the level fundamentally. Well, not fundamentally, but like it changes the environment of the level. Where it's like dark red sky and zombies are around because the character, and it summons one of the secret special guest characters, a witch doctor. Oh yeah, and then the special guest character is Jester. And again, this is literally a plot that Viva La Bam. This is literally a place that Viva La Bam went to, which after we talk about classic mode brings me to a theory that I have. But anyways, Nolans is a really good level, and it's pretty fun to play around in. I just find it a bit tiring, like a bit exhausting to get through the levels. I don't know why, but it's like always the level I get burnt out on whenever I do a playthrough of this game. It's just like, oh, Nolans, okay. Though it does have some pretty cool challenges. I do like doing the spine challenges in one go. That's pretty fun. And I do like the whole like save the world challenge that you get after changing the level environment from the graveyard. So that's pretty cool. And with that brings us with the final and personally my favorite level, Skitopia. Honestly, this level... It's just like I mostly like the aesthetics of it, like because Skitopia IRL is like basically a no rules skate park. It's thrown together with whatever they found out there, from what I know, and it just looks cool. And I like the spine transfers and stuff that you can do on this. This is the one map that messes me up though, because there are areas with grass, but it doesn't mess up your skateboard. So you can just skate on grass in this level for some reason with no repercussions. And also, since Chad Muska and Mike V got arrested in fucking Nolans, the only pro that's available is Tony Hawk. So Tony Hawk's the pro on this level, and the guest character, the secret skater, whatever, is fucking Bigfoot. And then like it's so funny to me because the secret skater is Bigfoot, and then the guest character is Ryan Sheckler. Not dissing Ryan Sheckler, but like this has the most random selection of characters for like this playable selection. And again, like other levels, obviously Bigfoot, you have to play as him to do his challenges because they require the skateboard he uses. But like Ryan Sheckler and Tony Hawk's challenges, you can just do that as your custom skater, which I tend to do. And with this level, it's more of the. It's just the same. Do challenge objectives and stuff until it's time to leave, which Bam basically wants to blow up the entire park with fireworks, and you actually play as. Which I actually like this game because for some reason it actually gets. Like it goes into more like detail than you would think it would with some things because you actually play as Bam setting up the fireworks, which that still throws me off kind of to this day because it's just like who thought to make this a sequence, which again this makes me feel like this was a canceled Viva La Bam special because like why would you follow Bam? Why wouldn't this just be a cutscene of him rigging everything up and then after that, after Bam sets everything up, you as Tony Hawk save the critters, like the cats and dogs and stuff that are around the map. And then after that, your pro skaters actually accidentally forgot to get out of Skatopia. And then you have to do a combo line down the entire map to exit. And then Team Hawk wins the World Destruction Tour, which obviously you do. Guess who shows up? Fucking Nigel Beaverhausen with the news crew. Bam. Fucking pantses him, and then boom, you finish the game. Then the credits play. Joker 2019 reference. God, that movie actually did come out 5 years ago. What the fuck? But yeah, the credits play. That's Life by Frank Sinatra, and I wasn't alive in 2004. In 2004, I was 1. But, so yeah, apparently there's footage of, like, the actual event they did. And again, this makes me think maybe this was supposed to be for Viva La Bam at some capacity. Because they have footage of, like, what they were actually doing on tour, and it makes me feel like they were supposed to use it for Viva La Bam. They may have used some of it for Viva La Bam, but just never said the World Destruction Tour aspect. Then with that brings us on the classic mode, which it's just like you go through, which you actually unlock some new maps for this mode, which I will get into after I just give a brief description. This is not, I mean, it's cool, especially for the time, considering for the last 2 games had been like fully classic. I mean, like Tips 4, you had the open world aspect of it added, and then with Underground 1, that was the first game with a full-on story mode, and then with Underground 2 we get story mode and classic mode, which with this classic mode the new levels, well, new quote unquote, the new levels it has is the triangle, which is the Bermuda Triangle. Oh yeah, we get 3 Pro Skater 1 and 3 Pro Skater 3 levels. We get, from Pro Skater 1, it's School 1, Downhill Jam, I'm blanking, I swear, Philadelphia, and with Pro Skater 3, it's Airport, Canada, and Los Angeles. Which, honestly, these levels are pretty good remakes of them. Though I do find it funny that Underground 2 got School 1, especially considering, actually, some of these levels were in development for Underground 1, but got scrapped eventually. Australia apparently was also going to be a level in Underground 1, but it's from the dev build that we had that was leaked. It's a completely different level from what appeared in this game. Oh yeah, I almost forgot that career mode also has a bonus level. It's called Pro Skater, and I completely forgot to talk about it earlier on, but also I just don't know how to navigate this level whatsoever, so I'm not even giving it the time of day. It's just a fucking random level that you unlock after beating the entire game. And also, my theory about this being based off of Viva La Bam, or even being a scrapped thing that Viva La Bam was going to do as a tie-in, a lot of locations are places Bam already visited in the show at this point, because you visit Nolans, Philadelphia, obviously, considering Bam lives in Pennsylvania, fucking Los Angeles. There's an episode where they go to Hollywood, so that's close enough. But, like, sure, it falls apart as soon as Boston and Los Angeles. No, yeah, I just said Los Angeles. But as soon as Boston and Australia are thrown in there. But I feel like this was going to be a tie-in game at some capacity, but just never went through for some reason, at least on the show's side. because I do know a lot of the time the show was recorded in advance, so they would like record like at least like I think not probably a year's worth of episodes, because I know a lot of the stuff was filmed ahead of time, especially if you watch the show. It will say what's next, and it will show literally clips from the entire fucking season. So they clearly record all of this in advance for the show itself. But anyways, Viva La Bam, the game, World Destruction Tour, gets a 8 out of 10. It's a really fucking good game. Honestly, I would recommend... honestly, if you don't really care for like the story mode or anything, and you just want to play the gameplay, just play Thug Pro. That's the best way to experience it. And plus with Thug Pro, you get all the levels from the other games and modding support. So that's pretty cool. But other than that, yeah, no, this game is fucking awesome, honestly. So I recommend anyone who sees this play it. So with that, like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, subscribe if you want to, and peace.